for a fundamental outlook on your stock queries, and Hitesh Eidnani, founder and CEO of Trend Tech Consultants, joining us from Calcutta. First up, we've got this Manoj who calls in from Pune. Hi Manoj, what's your question?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I have a question on FTC Limited.
Right, Manoj, any reason why you've actually gone ahead and bought FTC?
Yes, I have bought FTC at 700 shares at 99 rupees per share. At 99 rupees.
Right. Hitesh, from 80 to about 103, the stock's actually not done too badly despite it being illiquid like I mentioned earlier. But like, of course, Vikram pointed out, it's a good company. The returns have been about 25% this year. Would you hold on to the counter even though it's beginning to show a little bit of weakness in the recent few weeks?
Hi Samina, yes, I agree with that view because FDC has been range bound since September 2010 and it's been range bound between 95 to 117. Before that period, it's had an impressive run up, and overall the charts are still looking bullish. So my guess is that it should break out of this range on the upside rather than the downside. Since the investors invested, I would advise them to hold on with a stop loss of 95. And if we manage to break out from this range, that is once we cross 117, that's when I would get more excited and bullish on this counter and hope for a target of 145 to 150, which would be a good exit point for the investor.
Right, 140, 150 could be a target price for you, so that's the call coming in on FTC. Next up, we've got this Manoj who calls in from Mumbai. Hi Manoj, what's your question?
Yeah, hi Samina. I bought 400 shares of REC at 250 rupees a piece. And I want to know what is the outlook for the next 8 to 10 months. I mean, the stock has been underperforming, even though I think the company is fundamentally pretty strong. But whether I should hold on or whether I should even consider buying if it dips to say 100 or 210 levels.
Right, that's REC that we're talking about. Vikram, in the last... Hitesh, do you agree 20 to 25% upside from here on? That's pretty much what the counter's actually lost in the last 1 year. We've seen it gone from 260 odd to about 230 rupees that it trades on. No specific reason why that sell-off has happened. I'm presuming it's pretty much kept in line with how the other companies or the power sector-focused stocks have done. What do you do with REC at the current market price? Hold on or exit?
See, REC is not currently the best looking chart, so the trend is downwards. If it crosses 300 and stabilizes over that, that's the point in time when I would get bullish on it. But since the investors bought into it, he could keep 219 as a stop loss, and with the firm conviction that if it goes below 219, then there are a lot of further downside that's possible on this counter. But if we manage to hold 219, then it's quite possible that we see the levels that you mentioned, maybe 300, 350 in the next 6 to 12 months.
Right, that's the call coming in on REC. Technically, it's not on a very strong footing, but fundamentally, of course, lots going to hopefully pick up for the counter. Well, on that note, we'll slip in a quick break. We'll come back. There's Girish who calls in from Pune. Hi, Girish, what's your question?
I'm holding Exxon 60 shares for 659. And I would like to know in the next 3 months how is it going to move, and would like to add if it is going to go.
Right, Vikram, with Everon Education, wouldn't you say that it's very tempting to action that we've seen in the last couple of weeks? Does the stock still have any momentum left to get beyond the current levels?
I think the charts are bullish. It consolidated and it has now broken out. So my guess is it should reach 750 as a short-term target. I would advise the investor to keep 600 as a stop loss and stay invested in this counter.
Well, that's a clear hold coming in on Everon. Next up, we've got with us Satish who calls in from Bangalore. Hi Satish, what's your question?
Hi Samina, I have IRB Infra at 207. So I want to know the long-term perspective of the stock.
Right, Hitesh, IRB Infra, recently the stock has done quite well. In fact, it's pretty much led the gains in the infra pack, and the volumes have also picked up in the last couple of weeks. Holding about the 185, I'm assuming that's of course this level of support. What do you do with IRB Infra at the current market price?
A close above 230 would make me bullish on this counter from a longer term perspective. My advice would be to keep 177 to 180 on a closing basis as a stop loss and hold for a target of 270.
Hitesh. Right, so that's a hold coming in from Hitesh. In fact, a close about 230 would make him a lot more bullish. After this, Kritika calling in from Chennai, and she's a housewife. Hi, Kritika, what's your question? Well, I believe that's actually an SMS from Kritika, who writes in from Chennai, owns 1,000 stocks of Unitech at 40 rupees. Vikram, Unitech, I think you could do a price, so stay invested. That's the advice coming in on Unitech. Technically, what do you make of this? Hitesh, good stock to stay invested in? I mean, I know fundamental worries are there, but at 40, there's not that much you could go wrong with it, right?
Well, from a shorter term time frame, we could hold on with a stop loss of 33 and hope to get a target of 68, which would be a good point in time to exit. But if you look at a larger time frame, the charts are still looking bearish, and it would take some amount of base building to finally get bullish on Unitech on a larger time frame. So the investors clearly looking at a short-term trading kind of a pick, you could stay invested with stop loss of 33 and get out anywhere between 65 to 68 levels.
Well, that's book your profits around 60 to 68 levels. That's, of course, Hitesh's advice on that counter. Next up, Mohan calls in from Chennai. Hi, Mohan. What's your question?
Hello, I'm Mohan Kumar from Chennai. My question is that I have purchased 1,000 shares at the rate of approximately 39 rupees in the month of February. What is the prospects of that shares?
Right. Hitesh, what would you do with Shyam Telecom? Investors in the money, but the stock is still so disappointing in terms of performance in the last 1 year. It's off about 40-odd%. Even today, it's one of those counters that probably sees very sharp moves as compared to its peers. Where is it? Would you book profits at 48, or would you just hold that with the stop loss? And if yes, what is the kind of stop loss and take profit level that you're advising the investor on?
Well, I've got a hold on this counter, and like you said, it's a very erratic kind of a movement. There's no smooth movement on either side. But if this counter goes above 56, that's quite positive for the stock. My stop loss for this would be around 39, and if we continue to hold on and the stop loss holds, we could hope for a target of 75 to 77 in the next 12 months.
Well, that's actually all the time we have on buy or sell. Hitesh, before I let you go, can I get your stock picks and disclosures, please?
Yes, the first one is in the auto space, Mahindra and Mahindra. We could initiate longs with a stop loss of 700 and a target of around 900. And I'm also very bullish on State Bank of India currently. It's showing some very good patterns on the charts. So we could initiate a long with a stop loss of 2736 and a target of 3200 in the next 3 to 6 months. By way of disclosure, Trendtech consultants, me or any of our clients could have holdings in any of the counters discussed today. Thank you.